Hey, what up, YouTube? Welcome back. Gauntlet is finally done. Gauntlet is done. Uh, can't auction the trade block yet. Okay, can't get to the trade block yet. But a lot of questions. Who do we get? Right? Who do you get? Who should you get? Right? So looking at the prices of these cards, I mean, these cards are expensive, right? These cards are expensive. So very, very nice reward for doing the sets. Honestly, I have to do them on my other account still. But let's go through all these cards and let's really see who you should get, right? So to me, there's not a generic answer. I wish there was, but there's not, because a lot of these cards are based on a position of need, honestly, and for the price of these cards. I think my generic response is I don't want any of them. But as the price goes down, obviously some of them are a little more desirable. Ziggy Ansah, he's a really good right end. He looks like Bosa, Team of the Year. He also costs a little more than Bosa, Team of the Year, and I'd rather have Bosa personally. But he's really good. He's really good. Probably one of the better ones. 90 power finesse moves. Block shading's not quite there. Strength's not there. But he's got some speed. He's got good play rec. He's got a good chemistry. So you're going to be able to get him to 97 power move pretty easy if you have a motivator. 99 power move. Ansah's a really good card. I don't know if he's 420k good. Because there's Bosas out there. And if we get honors cards, JJ Watt is 100% winning the Man of the Year award. And gets an honors card for that. And he's who you would want, honestly. But Ansah's good. Ansah's good. Then we get to Barry Church, and he's got the new F chemistry, which means footsteps, which means that the player has an increased chance to get them to drop the ball, I assume. Very interesting chemistry. Church is really good. He's Harrison Smith. He's just slow. He's just slow. And at this point in the game, I can't put someone 87 speed as my last line of defense. I just can't do it. But overall, I mean, the rest of the card, besides his speed, is really good. Like, Landon Collins, good, you know? It's just a shame. But he looks really good. He looks really good. It's just slow. Now, Zach Ertz, tight end with playmaker, is always awesome. But he doesn't look all that different, honestly, to the Dwight Clark tight end, in my opinion, especially for the price difference. I'd stay away from getting Ertz. I understand why you would. He's also a power-up, but I don't think you can power-up Masters, so that kind of sucks. But, I mean, he's a super solid catching tight end. He's not the fastest guy. His run block's not the greatest in the world. But to me, there's just better tight ends. Better tight ends for the money. Much, much better tight ends for the money. And you got Stephon Gilmore, who looks very good as well. I like that he's got 91 zone, obviously. His speed at 92 is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. His catching is good. He's got over 80 catching. We see his strength is a little low. The biggest thing that concerns me is 89 agility is really bad at this point in the year. I don't like that. But the rest of his stats they do pretty good. His block shading 66 is fine. I mean, like, it's a very solid card, but he's kind of an expensive 91 zone for like near 400k at this point. This card's really about a 200k card in my opinion, because he doesn't have the agility. But he's got the good chemistry where he's less likely to drop interceptions. So like I expect a lot of people to probably pick Gilmore. He fits a position of need. You always need 91 zone players. He's not horrible against the run. He's got a good chemistry. His agility does worry me, and his speed, it's okay enough to play in cover 3s and cover 4s. I just wouldn't really press with him because he's going to get burned. But still pretty good. Now, Desean Jackson looks amazing. He looks amazing, but he doesn't have playmaker. If Desean Jackson had playmaker, I'd say we get Desean Jackson. I think I would tell everyone to get Desean Jackson, but he just doesn't. But receiving-wise, I mean, 95 speed, 94 excel, 95 agility, catching is high. His run block sucks. That's as expected. His jumping sucks, as expected. But they gave him really good catching stats. High spec catch, good route, like really good, like Marvin Harrison style route running. Lower catch in traffic, that's fine. You would have liked to see that at like 90, 91. But if you've got a motivator, this Desean Jackson is really good if you can deal with someone with that playmaker. He's that Devin Hester, he's that Deion Sanders receiver, those two cards. This is just a slightly better version of those. So if you don't need playmaker, I think D-Jax is the move. Now, Brandon Marshall, they at least gave him 85 speed. He can get to 91 zone. He's a slower version of Ray Lewis. A much, much slower. If this card was free, I would love it. Free to buy. Obviously, you could get him for free. But 400,000 coins is not worth it there at all in my book. You could get Ray Lewis. I mean, just because he can have 91 zone, a lot of times you're dropping those guys back in deep blues anyway. There's other players I would rather have. I think a lot of people will get this card. His speed at 85 is manageable, but you have to. If you get this card, you have to let him play on your own. Don't use him. Now we're getting to the good ones. Donald Penn. He's kind of better than Walter Jones. He's got secure pass blocker, very good. His stamina's a little low, and I don't really like his chemistry for a tackle. But I know a lot of people need left tackle. Left tackle's always expensive. That's not a bad price for a 95 overall left tackle. I like him better than Staley, that's for sure. And the AP is kind of disappointing. I thought he was going to be a little bit faster. Obviously, he's got the trucking. His strength is super high. I would get Earl Campbell instead of Adrian Peterson. He's like half the price. Just saying. Phillip Rivers, finally a quarterback with conductor, and his passing stats are absurd. He's absurdly good. But you could probably get Dan Marino for cheaper. I think you can get Dan Marino for cheaper. People just not going to want him. He's a statue. I need a mobile quarterback at passing. And then Suggs actually really interests me as a pass rusher or as a spot linebacker in a 3-4 set. He's not the slowest guy in the world at 80 speed anymore. Like, that's okay. 90 strength, amazing. 95 play rec, 95 block shed, 96 power move, 95 hit power, 96 tackle. In my opinion, this is my favorite card. And this is a card I will probably be adding to my team. 500k is really expensive. I expect that to come down. But he's just really good. Like, he does everything well for stopping the run. And in a game where the run is still sort of overpowered, that's very good. Secure tackler means that if he gets a hand on Bo Jackson's going down. You can't truck through secure tackler. This card is he's like a slower version of Khalil Mack. He's a slower version of Khalil Mack. His chemistry sucks. Toughness is terrible. But I want Suggs. I'm going to get Suggs myself. And I'm going to do these. I've got to do like the last set of solos on my account. I'm going to get them. And I'll probably just sell one of them. Whoever's most expensive, just sell them for now. I'm not rushing to get these cards. A lot of people are going to be finishing these today or over the weekend or through in the next Gauntlet Unleashed. Patience, please, patience. What I would recommend is if you finish yours today, sell it for the highest price possible and buy it back later in the week, maybe next week even. Just take a week off of having your Gauntlet player in your lineup. Take the player you want, plus the 150,000 coins you're going to get, and you'll be all set. It's pretty simple. But good cards, good promo. I mean, it's a lot of solos. There was a lot of playing to get 95 overall, but it's an auctionable card. It's really good. I mean, we see just sitting here, Gilmore sold for 360. Desean sold for 390. Penn's not selling there. Ertz isn't selling. Church sold for 385. People are probably interested in the chemistry. So just pay attention with who you choose. Sell them. Get rid of them. Take your coins. Take your coins and get someone else you want. Maybe a team of the year player or something. I don't know. But that's the move. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully this helps. And I'm CC, and I'm out. Peace.